Good day, viewers, and welcome to Diary TV, your trusted source for the stories shaping our world. I'm Ogene Karasoe, and today we'll dive into a developing story that has sent shockwave through African football. South Africa, a nation with proud footballing history, is still facing a storm of uncertainty that could jeopardize their dream of competing in the 2026 FIFA World Cup. Reports have surfaced about a potential sanction from FIFA, the sport global governing body, could alter the trajectory of Bafana Bafana's qualification campaign. Now, this isn't just about the points or the standing, it's also about their national pride, the hopes of millions of fans, and the fusion of South African football on the world stage. The story stems from an alleged breach of eligibility rules during their qualifying match against Lesotho, and the fallout could have far-reaching consequences. Today, we will unpack the details again, re-explore the implications, and bring you the latest updates as the drama keeps unfolding. Stay with us as we break down this gripping saga, segment by segment, right here on Diary TV. Let's start at the heart of the issue. According to a report, South Africa is under scrutiny for fielding an ineligible player during their crucial 2026 World Cup qualification match against Lesotho. This match, part of the African qualification campaign for the tournament to be hosted across the USA, Canada, and Mexico, has become the epicenter of a controversy. While the exact details of the player ineligibility remains uncertain, sources suggest that it might involve issues such as improper registration, residency disputes, and documentary errors, common pitfalls in international football. The match itself was a tightly contested affair, with South Africa securing a vital result to keep their qualification hopes alive. But now, it is seeming as though the result hangs in the balance. Posts have been circulating online claiming that Lesotho informed FIFA that they would decline any points awarded to them from the South African sanction. Instead, that the points and goals should be awarded to Nigeria, another team who is in the same qualifying group. While these claims remain unverified, it also adds another layer of intrigue to an already complex situation. What makes this case particularly fascinating is the precedents. FIFA has a history of enforcing strict eligibility rules. Remember Bolivia in 2016? They were stripped of points for fielding an ineligible player in the World Cup qualifiers, drastically altering their campaign. Could South Africa face a similar fate? We'll explore that next, but first let's consider why this match against Lesotho matters so much in the broader context of African football. The African qualifying rounds for the 2026 World Cup are notoriously competitive, with only a handful of spots available for the continent. South Africa, under the guidance of their coach Hugo Broos, has been rebuilding their squad, blending youthful energy with experienced campaigners. A sanction now would derail months of hard work and shift the dynamic of their qualifying group. Stay tuned as we dig deeper into what is at stake for South Africa. The potential sanction could involve the deduction of 3 points, yes, and 3 goals from their qualifying rally, as speculated online. This could be a devastating blow to the face, especially where every point is fiercely contested. South Africa is competing in Group C of the CAF qualifiers alongside powerhouses like Nigeria and other determined sides like Rwanda and Zimbabwe, even Benin Republic. Deduction would push Bafana Bafana down the standing, potentially handing advantage to rivals like Nigeria, Benin and Rwanda, who are already formidable contenders. But it's not just about the numbers. It's also about the psychological impact on the team, and it cannot be overstated. South African football has been on a journey of resurgence Hosting the 2010 World Cup was a high point, but the years since then has been marked by inconsistency. A sanction now would snap their morale and even disrupt team cohesion and place pressure on their coach, who has been praised for his pragmatic approach. Fans as well are on the edge. Social media is buzzing, from frustration to cautious optimism, as supporters await FIFA's final ruling. But beyond the team, there is a broader impact on the South African football culture. The nation has a passionate fan base, and qualifying for the 2026 World Cup would be a chance to showcase their talent on a global stage. A sanction could dampen their enthusiasm, affect sponsorship deals, and even impact youth development programs that rely on the inspiration of international success. Now, as we await FIFA's decision, the question looms: how did this even happen? Let's quickly take a rerun on how the procedural side of things were and why FIFA investigation is important to uncover it. Now, FIFA eligibility rules are a cornerstone of fair play in international football, but they are also in a bureaucratic minefield. When allegations like this arises, FIFA Disciplinary Committee swings into action. The process typically involves reviewing match reports, players' documentation, and statements from both teams involved. In this case, the Lesotho Football Association allegedly flagged the issue, prompting FIFA to investigate whether South Africa breached the code or not. What could have gone wrong? It might be a clerical error, perhaps a player's passport or residency status that hasn't been verified, or it could be more than just a serious oversight, like a player with dual nationality who didn't complete the necessary FIFA clearance. Whatever the case may be, FIFA investigation will pull through, and they will be thorough, involving the input from the Confederation of African Football, which is the CAF, and potentially independent auditors. Interestingly, online, there is suggestions that Nigeria chances in the qualifiers could brighten if South Africa faces sanctions. This hints at a ripple effect across the group, where points redistribution could shape the race for the qualification. However, FIFA has yet to confirm any such outcome, and the Lesotho allegedly decision to decline points adds another twist. Is this a gesture of sportsmanship, or is this a strategic move to avoid further conflicts? We'll explore the regional dynamics next. Now the plot thickens. When we consider the broader African football landscape, South Africa and Nigeria are not just two rivals on the pitch. They represent two of Africa's footballing powerhouses, each vying for dominance. If South Africa loses points, Nigeria could gain a crucial edge in Group C. This isn't just about one match, it's about the chance to represent Africa at the 2026 World Cup, a tournament expected to be the biggest in history with 48 teams. Nigeria's Super Eagles, led by stars like Victor Osimhen, are already a formidable force. A boost from a South African Sanction would solidify their position at being found in the top of the group. But there is a catch. Lesotho's reported refusal to accept points, as mentioned in the unverified post, could complicate matters. If true, this decision may reflect a desire to maintain good relationship within African football or avoid escalating tensions. After all, CAF prides itself on unity, even in the face of fierce competition. For South Africa, the stakes are personal. Bafana Bafana has faced Nigeria in high-stake matches before, and notably in the 2019 AFCON quarterfinal when Nigeria edged them out. A sanction now would fuel perception of South Africa as a team struggling to keep up with the continent's elite. But there is hope yet. FIFA's ruling is in final, and South African Football Association could mount a robust defense. As we move on to our final segment, we look at what is next for South Africa and how they can navigate through this crisis. So where does South Africa go from here? The immediate focus is on FIFA's investigation. which probably takes weeks to resolve. The South African Football Association SAFA is probably preparing a detailed response, gathering documentations and consulting legal experts to challenge any potential sanction. If the allegations are proven false, Bafana Bafana could emerge on Saturday to continue their qualifying campaign with renewed vigor. If the sanctions are imposed, however, South Africa will need to rally. Their coach has a reputation for resilience, having led Cameroon to AFCON glory in 2017. He will need to galvanize his squad, focusing on upcoming qualifiers to make up for any lost points along the way. Players like Percy and Rowan Williams will be crucial both on the pitch and as leaders in the dressing room. For fans, this is a moment to stand together. South Africa's supporters are known for their passion, and their support could be the difference as Bafana Bafana face this uncertainty. On Diary TV, we'll continue to follow the story closely, bringing you updates as they emerge. Will South Africa overcome this ordeal, or will the road to the 2026 become steeper for them? Only time will tell. That's all for today's special report on Diary TV. I'm Ogenekara Asowe, thanking you for joining us as we unpack this gripping chapter in African football. Stay tuned for more updates and let's keep the conversation going. Good day and see you next time.